Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to continue our Sinister Motive wave. Wait, we did all 5 villains. Yes, that's because starting in Sinister Motives, they started adding modular encounter sets to the hero packs.
I
So,
think this was one of the best things that they started doing. I
yeah.
love this.
Now, not every hero pack since Sinister Motives has had modular sets, but
Quite a few of
quite a
them.
few of them did. So, so we're going to show each hero and then talk about the modular set that came with that hero. So these are the heroes that were not in the box. So we had Ghost Spider and Spider-Man Miles
Yeah.
Morales.
Because of course, if they were in the box, they came with the ones that were in the box.
Yeah, they came with more than one modular
Yeah.
set because it was for the 5 villains. All right. So the first hero we got was Nova, and Nova came with Armadillo. Now Armadillo is got some kind of unique. Let's do the villain first or the minion first. So
All right, so Armadillo here. He's a brute elite with 8 hit points. He schemes for 1 and the attacks for 2. He's got toughness, but the key thing about him is he can have any number of tough status cards. And as a force response, after he activates against you, you give him a tough status card.
yeah, so him and Orion are like the two minions that we have that can have more than one tough. So he was the first one to do this. All right, then his side scheme is Armored Assault. Comes in with 3 threat per player. Each enemy with a tough status card gets +3 attack.
Luckily, it's not per tough status card.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be terrible.
All right.
All right, then we've got the Rollin' attachment. Rollin'. So this is a condition you attach to Armadillo, and if Armadillo's not in play, you're going to search for him, and you'll put him into play, engage it with you, and attach this to him. While he has a tough status card, characters cannot defend against his attacks.
Okay. Then we got Tough and Tumble. It's a treachery. When revealed, alter ego. Each enemy with a tough status card schemes. If no enemy activated this way, the card gains surge. And in a hero, each enemy with a tough status card attacks you. If no enemy activated this way, this card gains surge.
Right. We've got 2 copies of Tough It Out. So Tough It Out is a treachery that whenever it's revealed, you're going to give Armadillo and the villain each a tough status card. And then if 1 or fewer tough status cards were given this way, the card gains surge. The way that'll happen, of course, if Armadillo's not out and the villain already has one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. The second hero we got in this wave was Ironheart. And she came with a module called Zzzax. So he has 2 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points. He's a criminal. Zzzax gets +X attack and +X hit points, where X is equal to the total number of energy resource cards the engaged player controls. And as a boost, if you have at least 2 energy resources in your hand, put Zzzax into play, engage with you. So this would really suck for heroes like, say, Captain Marvel, or even worse, probably Wonder Man that we saw.
Yeah.
He's going to like energy cards in his hand. So yeah.
Although, well, he likes energy, but he does a lot of events. So this one, since it's cards you control, it's whatever your table state is.
Yeah.
So it might not. I don't know. We haven't played it with it.
Well, we haven't.
know.
We haven't seen his whole deck yet.
So we don't know.
But also, I'm talking about cards in his hand because you're allowed to have events that have energy. So you could have a lot of events that you're planning on doing next turn, and then with the boost, for the boost part.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, then we've got Feedback Loop. So this one is a side scheme with 2 threat. Whenever it's revealed, each player must place 1 threat here equal to the total number of energy resources in their hand and on cards they control. So this is where it really can start adding up, especially for somebody like Wonder Man. But this one comes in with an acceleration token on it.
Okay, then we have 2 copies of Haywire. Attach your identity. Treat the printed resource of each card in your hand as if it was an energy. So actually, Wonder Man would like that.
Yeah.
Choose to either discard a card you control with a printed energy resource or take 2 indirect damage to discard this card.
All right, then we've got air static environment. This is a condition, and as a forced response, whenever the villain phase begins, you're going to deal 2 indirect damage for each player with an energy resource in their hand and or on a card they control. And as a hero action, you can choose to either discard a card you control with a printed energy resource or take 2 indirect damage.
Right.
To discard it.
And with the haywire, then all your cards are considered
Yes.
energy for that top part. All right. Then we have Zap. 2 copies. When revealed, take indirect damage equal to the total number of energy resources in your hand. If your identity was dealt 1 or fewer damage this way, this card gains Surge. All right. Now, the third hero we got in the wave was
Spider-Ham.
Yeah. So what did Spider-Ham do to us?
Yeah, I was actually hoping for a little bit more comical one, but instead we got the Inheritors, which are still good, but not quite what I was expecting with it.
Well, see, now these modules don't always necessarily go with a hero.
I know. I was just kind of hoping it really would. But we have the Inheritors. So the side scheme here is hunting the spider totems. So this one comes in with 6 threat, and as a forced interrupt, whenever the villain phase begins, you're going to discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and put each Inheritor minion discarded this way into play, engage with the player who controls a Web Warrior character, if able. So unfortunately, if you're the only Web Warrior in the game, you're getting all of them. Otherwise, put each Inheritor minion discarded this way into play, engage with the first player.
Yep. Sorry, Silk. Yeah, so these are really annoying if there is a Web Warrior. If there's no Web Warriors, then they're not quite as bad.
Well, unless you're the first player.
Yeah. But I mean, they're just regular. Well,
Yes.
I mean, they're beefier minions, but they don't do as much if there's no Web Warrior. So we have Bora here. She's schemes for 3, attacks for 1, 5 hit points. She's an Inheritor. Each Inheritor minion gains an acceleration icon, so they do work together. When revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, place 1 threat on each scheme.
Right. Then we have Brix. So Brix has 5 hit points. He's an Inheritor as well. He schemes for 1. He attacks for 2. Each Inheritor minion gains Patrol. And then when revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, place 2 threat on the main scheme.
Okay. Then we got Deimos. 1 scheme, 3 attacks, 6 hit points. He's an Inheritor, of course. Each Inheritor minion gains Stalwart. And when revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, stun a character you control.
All right, we have Genix. So Genix is an Inheritor with 6 hit points, schemes for 2, attacks for 2. Each Inheritor minion gains Guard. And when revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, you give Genix a tough status card.
Okay. Then we got Karn. 1 scheme, 3 attack, 5 hit points. He's an Inheritor, of course. Each Inheritor minion attacks gain Overkill and Piercing. And when revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, discard an upgrade or support you control.
All right, Morlun here has 5 hit points. He's an elite Inheritor. Schemes for 2, attacks for 2. Each Inheritor minion gets +1 attack. And then when this one's revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, you'll take 2 damage.
Yep, hunting the spider.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're the Web Warrior character or not, if there's one in play. And that includes allies.
All right, then we have Solus. 2 scheme, 3 attacks, 7 hit points. He's an elite Inheritor. Each Inheritor minion gains Villainous. When revealed, if a Web Warrior character is in play, give Solus a face-down boost card.
And the last one here we've got is Verna. So Verna is an elite Inheritor with 6 hit points. She schemes for 1, attacks for 1. Each Inheritor minion gains Retaliate 1. And if Web Warrior character is in play, deal 1 damage to each character you control.
All right. And then the last hero that we got was Spider. So she brought in Iron Spider's Sinister 6. So we got Grand Larceny here. It's got a crisis, 4 hit point, 4 threat. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme while a criminal minion is in play.
And it's got a crisis icon on it. All right, next we've got Bombshell. So Bombshell is a criminal with 4 hit points, schemes for 2, attacks for 3. And you divide damage from Bombshell's attack among each character the attacked player controls as evenly as possible. So if there's an uneven distribution, you can choose how the extras go, but you have to do it as evenly as you possibly can. If it comes out as a boost, you're going to deal 1 indirect damage to each player and exhaust each character damage this way.
All right. Then we got Electro. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. He's a criminal. Electro gets +1 hit point for each energy resource attached to her. And as a force response, after Electro engages you or activates against you, choose 1 card from your hand with a printed energy resource and attach it to her.
Right. Then we've got Hobgoblin. So Hobgoblin is a criminal with 5 hit points, schemes for 2, attacks for 2. As a force interrupt, whenever Hobgoblin would attack you, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to Hobgoblin's attack instead, and you'll take 1 indirect damage for each boost icon discarded this way.
Okay. Then we got Iron Spider. Scheme of 2, attack of 2, 6 hit points, criminal, elite, guard, patrol, retaliate, 1, toughness.
Keyword soup.
Yeah. Then as a star, Iron Spider's attack gains overkill.
Right, we've got Sandman with criminal with 7 hit points, schemes for 1, attacks for 1. And as a force response, after Sandman takes any amount of damage from an attack, you're going to discard the top 7 cards of the encounter deck. If it comes out as a boost, you're going to discard the top 7 cards of the encounter deck anyways.
All right. Then we got Spot. Scheme of 1, attack of 1, 4 hit points. Criminal, when defeated, if Spot was defeated without excess damage, shuffle him into the encounter deck. And as a boost, put this minion into play engaged with you.
Right. And then we've got the last card here, Surge in Crime. This is an environment. It's got Surge, and when it's in play, each criminal minion gains Surge. And as a hero action, if there are no criminal minions in play, you can spend 2 resources of any type to discard this environment.
Okay. So, yeah, so the 4 heroes, like I said, it came in the Sinister Motive wave. They had fewer outside of aspect cards, behind the stop card came in the box. But they had these modules, which was pretty fun. So I do like that as an alternative to extra cards of other aspects.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like extra deck building cards too. Don't get me wrong. And they still had a few, but this gave them a little bit more freedom for like going, oh, let's put an ally in, and you're not going to have 3 copies of that. So it kind of changed the rules as opposed to saying, oh, okay, well, this hero comes in justice, so we'll add 3 aggression, 3 protection, 3 leadership, and 3 basic or something after the box. And but now they can mix and match it a little bit. So
yeah,
that was kind of fun. And as a bonus module, the first Con of Heroes, Con of Heroes 2022, came out the same day as Ironheart and Nova. And we got some custom cards. One of them was a new standard, which we talk about in the standards video. So you can check out the details on that.
But the other one was a separate module here that we're going to show you.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And there was also a campaign,
Yes.
but that were like campaign setup cards. We're not going to go over the setup cards, but we're going to go over the module. So this is with the Skrulls. So it's called Skrull Infiltration. So the first card here, we have Skrull Spy Overseer, 2 scheme, X attack, 6 hit points, elite Skrull Spy. X is equal to the number of friendly characters in play. When revealed, discard the ally with the lowest printed cost.
Okay. Then we've got Skrull Sleeper Agent. Skrull Sleeper Agent is a Skrull Spy with 4 hit points. It's got 1 scheme, 1 attack, and when revealed, you're going to remove an ally you control from the game. And this is from the game. They're not discarded. They're just gone. And then if no ally is removed this way, this card gains Surge. If it comes out as a boost, after this activation, you're going to shuffle this card into the encounter deck. So it's going to come back. And there's 2 copies of this.
Okay. Then we have 2 copies of Paranoia. It's a treachery. When revealed, the 2 allies with the highest attack simultaneously deal damage to each other equal to their attack. If no allies were defeated this way, this card gains Surge. And as a boost, deal 1 damage to each ally you control.
Then we've got secret identity attachment. So this condition,
intent.
secret intent. I'm sorry. You'll treat the attached ally as a Skrull minion with a blank text box. Their scheme is equal to their printed thwart, and they don't take consequential damage. And when revealed, you're going to attach this to the ally with the highest attack, and the attached ally engages its controller. Otherwise, the card will gain surge.
Okay. And then we got Skrull Infiltration. It's a side scheme, comes in with 2 threat. It's got an acceleration token. Each player's ally limit is decreased by 1. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each friendly character in play.
Yeah, so this one, if you've got your full set of allies out, then you're going to lose one when this comes out. So
yeah, so that was kind of fun. Kind of messing with allies a little bit, and getting the Skrull. So that's pretty cool. Of course, now we got a little bit of Skrull action with Hulkling, so that's pretty cool. So we're circling back to the Skrulls, I guess. All right. So, anyways, so that was the 4 modular sets plus the Kana Hero ones. So that's 5 modular sets total. That was part of the Sinister Motive wave that was not in the campaign box. So that was pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go to hit that notification bell down there, and you will get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right. Have a good one.